Hello YouTube, my name is Nick, and today I have a game of Domination on Derail. I'm using a Scar with Silencer, Rafka, the Silencer, Scavenger, Stun, Power Ninja, Claymore, Stun Grenades, Predator Missile, Harrier Strike, and Pave Low, which you can all see on the sides of the video. I am playing on Derail, which is usually a very boring, stupid, retarded map, but I do well, have fun, and actually get quite a few kills.
Securing Alpha.
So my goal is to show you guys how to play this map properly and actually get some kills on this map. It's much better in Domination than it is in Team Deathmatch because there's at least some point and direction to it. It's not quite as open and stupid. So first off, you see me capping B, which is always a good idea on any map. Derail, really easy to cap B, people don't usually go for it. If I spot an A, I usually just look under the bridge and listen for people coming. Now, what I'm going to be doing here is I'm going to this area of the map that's not commonly used. It's very open, but it's people don't usually go to that area. It's not commonly traveled, and it's a good idea to go there because you can get to their spawn with quite a bit of ease, sneak up behind them, and kill them when they're not expecting it. So yeah, first off, I'm going to talk about why the Scar is well suited for this map. First off, it's an open map. There's not usually a lot of action. So if you don't have a silencer and you shoot, you have a red dot on the map. Most people tend to swarm that red dot because there's not a whole lot to see, not a whole lot going on. So people will usually swarm you. So if you use a silencer, that kind of solves that problem. And I think they only get one UAV this game, so I'm not on their map that much at all. And kind of fail with a Predator. I kind of wish I'd used something like Chopper Gunner instead of Predator, or maybe like Nuke. I don't know. Probably would have done a lot better if I'd done that, but still do decent. Anyways, the Scar is also good on this map because while you want to be using a silenced weapon, you also want something that can shoot the long distances that this map has. So the Scar works well for that because it's got a great iron sight, it's accurate, it's easy to use over a long range, and it's just an effective weapon. But this is my lone wolf class. You kind of have to, go out to where you're going to find 1v1 situations, kind of go to the edge of the map, less traveled areas, break away from the pack, and take people on one at a time. You don't want to be taking on 3 or 4 people at a time. So Silencer works well because you can kill one guy without his team noticing, reload, and then take out another guy. Right here I'm just kind of staying near C because this is their spawn point, and I can sneak up behind them here, which works out quite well. So if you want to use the Scar, you have to, or basically if you want to play this map, you have to know which areas are less traveled, which areas are more traveled, and basically what you want to do is you want to go to the open areas, the less traveled areas, and you want to find spots where you can see transition areas and camp spots and spawn points, and you can shoot people from areas that they won't expect to be shot from, which works out in your favor because they don't expect you and it's easy kills. You always want to give yourself the advantage in this game. You don't need to have super reflexes or anything to do well in this game. All you need is strategy and some logic, map knowledge, and all that stuff. Another tip would be not to stay in one area too long. I think I end up getting trapped in this building here because I stayed here too long and they all started swarming me because they all knew I was here. But if you stay in an area too long, this game likes to spawn people close to the guy who killed you. So if you're killing their whole team's going to start spawning as close as possible to you. So that can be good for a while, but eventually it's going to get you killed. So you want to be careful not to stay in one area too long. And with the Scar, just gradually pick up scavenger packs as you go, so you don't have to worry about running out of ammo, because the ammo on it is a bit of a problem. And you always want to keep an eye on that, because you don't want to be caught with no ammo. That's never good. But you do have the Rafka, which is a fairly decent secondary weapon to use. So that's always a good idea to throw on with the Scar. Basically, doing well on Derail all comes down to the map knowledge. You need to know the spawns, you need to know the transition points, and you need to know camp spots. Like right here, I know that with C they're going to be looking out those windows there, that set of windows, and the other set of windows to the right of that, which I'm looking at now. Yeah, there's also a spawn point. I don't know how those shots didn't hit. There's also a spawn point out there to where I just killed that sniper. And you want to be mindful of that, because if you're in the middle here, you think they're all like towards C, but they'll start spawning out there. And lucky for me, my team called in a UAV at that time, which works out in my favor and gets me a couple kills. And you see they're spawning here again, and you just gotta be careful of this spawn point. And you saw, I think the sniper went looking for me up in that tower, but I wasn't there because I moved, and I think he wasn't playing or something. So, some guy seems to be pretty new to the game and hasn't figured out that you need to move to kill people or something. Anyways, next off, I think I might as well talk a little bit about the use of a silencer, because a lot of people don't seem to know how to use a silencer, or why to use a silencer, when to use a silencer. First off, the most obvious benefit is that you don't have a red dot when you shoot. There's no red dot on the map, which will draw less attention to you. But there's also a couple other things that you will gain from using a silencer. First, if you shoot and you miss, like say you're shooting at a guy far away and you're missing, it's less likely that he'll even know he's being shot at. Like a lot of times he won't even realize that he's being shot, which is great because you can empty a whole clip of misses, reload, and shoot him, and he'll still be staying in the same spot. Also, his teammates probably won't notice that you're shooting. They won't know to turn around and look at you. So when you're using a silencer, you have to be kind of like out of sight in less common areas where people aren't gonna look as much. So so you can kind of get the jump on them. I think I get killed again here eventually because I get trapped up top here. Their team just keeps spawning and coming after me, which probably shouldn't have gone into this building here. Probably should have stayed out on those train track things or whatever they were. I'm not sure how I get 2 hit markers with a Raffica, seeing as shoots 6 bullets and kills in 2, and yeah, I don't know what went down there, but yeah. So you're also less likely to attract attention when using a silencer. You have less muzzle flash, which makes the gun easier to use, and I think we're lagging here. I thought I was gonna get kicked out, but I'm still in the lobby. And you also have reduced recoil when using a silencer. I think silencer is the best way to go for the Scar, because if you don't use a silencer and you attract a whole lot of attention, you're not going to be able to handle it all with a small clip. So basically, use a silencer on the Scar. You know, go to areas like this that are less common, and you'll do well. Thank you guys for watching. Final score: 49 kills, 2 deaths. Not bad for Derail. I think my air support did some pretty severe damage to them. But if you like the video, as always, thumbs up. If not, then go away. Subscribe if you want to see some more, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.